Hey, how you doing? It's Khoa here. In this video, I just want to go over the current state of real estate in Sydney at the moment. And right now, it's in 2021, and the market has really taken off this year. And I really want to show you what I've found on the property, which is a real estate website. And let's have a look at some properties and see how they have really taken off over the past couple of years. So let's go. Alright, so what I'm looking at is Auburn. So Auburn is a pretty, it's an area that's, it's pretty close to the city, and let's just have a look at the current value of it. So back in 2012, the property here was valued at 470, and obviously it took off pretty well in 2015. It went sideways another year, and then it went up again, and then it went down 2019, and then obviously 2020 and 2021. Look at it, it's just gone up, right? So from looking at this, do you think we should be buying at the moment, or we should be selling at the moment? Just think about that. Just look at that. The rental yield obviously has declined, obviously because the price of the value has gone up, but the rents has stayed the same. But look at the value there. Do you think that this is a buyer's market or a seller's market? Make a decision there. Let's have a look at roads. So I just punched some of these suburbs in, right? There's no specific reason why I'm putting these in. It's just a random one. Okay, so roads, this is just another nice area as well. Look at the value. So 2012, it was at 829. It went up to 1.2 million. Went up to 2 million in 2015. It went up to 2.5 in 2017. Went down to 1.8 in 2019. 2020, it's gone back up to 2.2, 2.3. Right, so that's in roads. So do you think this is a buyer's market or seller's market? Look at it, it's going up, right? So that's roads there. And let's have a look at Padstow. So this is interesting, this one. And Padstow is another suburb. It's about 30 minutes or 40 minutes away from the city. And I went and actually had a look at it around this point there, 2019. Me and my wife, we were looking around, and we saw this property at 700k, but we didn't bite the bullet because the side of the house, what happened was that it was a big block of land. They had granny flat at the back. They had a pool, pretty big. It was about 4-bedroom, but on the side there was this really open space, right? I think you can build a granny flat there, and I really wanted to build it. So then I asked the real estate person, can we do this? Can we build a granny flat there? And they said, unfortunately you can't, because there's power lines there. So I just felt that if we were to buy it, it would just be a wasted money on the empty space, right? But yeah, I made the mistake there. Should have bought it, but now 2020 went up to 955, and 2021 1.2 million. So I could have made 300k there. So looking at this, do you think this is a buyer's market or a seller's market? That's in Padstow. So you can do your own research. Just go to suburb research and just type in the suburb, right? Broken Hill. Now Broken Hill is very far away. It's right next to South Australia. So if we zoom out, right, just to give you a bit of idea. Okay, so New South Wales, I'm living right there. Broken Hill is just right there. So this is actually, if you go by train, it's about 15-hour train ride, right? There's actually trains that will take you straight there. If you fly there, it might take you about an hour, whatever, or I'm not too sure. But the distance is pretty long. Maybe it's comparable to Melbourne, but it's pretty long. It's right there. Okay, so that's just to give you an indication of where Broken Hill is. Now let's have a look at the value of this. So back in 2012, it was 95,000. Pretty cheap. And by the way, Broken Hill is an area of mining. So there used to be there was a mining boom back then, a long time ago. But obviously it's slowed down, so not a lot of people investing there. But let's have a look at the previous rates. Back in 2012, it was 95. It went sideways for a couple of years, went down again. 2016. Things started to take off in 2017, 2019, 2018, 2019 went back down, 2020, and now look at that, 2021, 130k for a house in Broken Hill. So look at it, look at this. From the past, but looking at these four examples, you can see that it's taken off over the past 2 years. So by looking at this, what do you think? What's your judgment on this? Do you think you should buy, or do you think you should sell? Right. So before, when I saw this, I was thinking, I want to get into the property market. I want to jump in. But when you look at the previous trends, you can just make an educated decision. Would it be a right time to buy? I don't think it's the right time to buy in Sydney. The reason is because it's already taken off. It's a seller's market right now. If you bought low back in 2019, that's a perfect time to buy, right? And now is a perfect time to sell, right? But if you don't want to buy now, you don't want to buy now when it's already at the peak, right? So what do you do now? You wait and hold. So what's my strategy? I'm gonna wait. I'm gonna wait this one out. I'm not gonna buy anything this year, and obviously whatever comes up comes back down. So I'm assuming, looking at the previous headlines, so if I type in real estate Sydney, right, I think I saw an article that was published, talk about they were trying to cool the market. I was intense pandemic, so a whole new level. See, 3 days ago, the pandemic is pushing Australia's hot property market to a whole new level. The regulator is watching closely. So right now it's a seller's market. Everyone's selling. Okay. Regulators poised to intervene. Sydney, Melbourne property boom. It's booming right now. So right now something's happening. They're trying to slow it down. Okay. So as you can see, right now everyone it's just skyrocketing. You're not going to be able to find good deals. It's going to be really hard to find good deals unless you not go through a real estate agent. If you go through a real estate agent, they're probably not going to help you. They just want to offload as much property as possible. They'll probably help you when there's a slow period, when it's right down to there, when no one's buying, right? They'll help you then, but not now. They're just going to try and sell you as much as they can. So real estate agents are making a lot of money at the moment. So by looking at these trends, feel free to punch in your own. Just go to onthehouse.com, go to suburb research, just punch in a suburb and look at the trends, and you make a decision whether it's a good time to buy or not. So from my analysis, from what I checked, what I've seen, it's not a good time to buy. Not in Sydney right now. And there's other states that you should invest in. But right now Sydney is just taken off. It's already taken off. The train has already left, and right now you don't want to get on that train. It's already gone. So just wait it out. If you wait maybe about another year or 2 years, when it cools down, you'll be able to make, I don't know, 100k, 200k, 300k, whatever it is. So right now don't buy anything. So so that's my analysis of the current real estate market. Very interesting at the moment. So I'm looking around right now. I'm looking at Melbourne and Brisbane, because regular house price is about 300k mark. Brisbane is pretty interesting because they recently announced that the Olympics will be held there in the next turn. So obviously, what's going to happen at that point? I think there's going to be a boom in terms of property when that happens. So I think I'm going to start investing in Queensland, and then wait it out, and then hopefully the capital will just double. Hopefully I get some positive cash flow properties over there. If I can, fantastic. That's the number one priority. But yeah, look at it. Feel free to go check out, do your own due diligence, do your own research, but that's what's happening. And yeah, anyway, I hope you got some value out of this video. Please subscribe to my channel. I'll see you guys next one. Cheers.